are going to stop at the world's largest dinosaur.
Really? Mom died. Probably took a little stock. Realized he had some things that he could salvage.
Oh God, I don't know.
And you know, he and I were working on a relationship. You know, it's about some kind of understanding of where, I mean, I learned a lot about my dad down in Mexico, about his upbringing, and it wasn't Bud's job to fix me just because he broke me. That's how I am. Bob, smell how Russ's feet never smell. No,
I don't want to get near Russ.
Come here, Bob. You'll be surprised. Come on, Bob.
Come on, smell his feet.
Come on, Bob, smell his feet. You're no fun. Right here in Canada, you just got an asshole.
That'd be funny.
Wow. All right, we're ready to go.
Let us down. We're ready? Okay, good.
Yes.
Okay, tell me when you're ready.
We're ready.
We're ready. Shirley, thank you for talking with us.
Yes.
And with me specifically. Story number 1, we're told, is from our side, where my dad finds out that you're going to be the mother in this show, kind of no matter what, and that it was sort of a Shirley Jones vehicle. Okay, this is what we're told. And he's going to kill the deal because of that. This does not sit well with him. My dad wasn't going to let it happen unless Mom got to be Mom.
Really?
Yes.
That your mom got to be Mom?
Right.
Is that so?
Oh, that is
I never
so.
knew that.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah, he didn't like that.
That's, oh, really?
No, and believe me,
That's
my
great.
mother,
That's
God
great.
bless her,
Yeah,
had stage fright, didn't want to be in a rock and roll band,
right,
and didn't want to be on a TV show like this.
right,
But
right,
she would have done it
Yeah.
because we all did what we were told.
of course. They said we have this show called the Partridge Family. We're thinking about, you know, having you play the mom. And the first thing I said is I don't want to do a television series. I don't care what it is, I don't want to do a television
That's
series.
what we said.
Yeah.
That's
You know,
great.
I don't want to do a television series. And they
Yeah.
said, well, wait a minute, you know, why don't you read it? It has music, you know, it has, and it's about a real live people called the Cowsills. And
They said that?
oh yeah, it's
Wow,
a real
they said
live
the
group.
words.
Oh yeah.
I feel good about that.
No, they said no. It's actually based on their life and their
Wow.
you know their group. They loved your music. They you know, and they played recordings of you. I'd never heard you at that point. They
Right.
played recordings, showed us pictures, and
You know,
everything
I
else.
should be. I
So-
can see you on the bugboard with Gordon McRae, and you never heard of us.
No,
How
sorry
dare
about
you?
that.
No,
Sorry
but
about
that's
that.
the world you're in.
Yeah,
That's okay.
yeah.
And then you're playing my mother.
I know.
It was Bill and Bob and Dick, and then there was me, and I was this middle guy. And then there was
The
Barry,
babies.
John, and Susan, who were the
They
babies.
referred to us as the babies.
And
till
so
we were
I was
12.
taking care of the babies. I mean, it was kind of my responsibility to make sure they stayed in tow, and I was trying to keep them out of harm's way, and which was Dad and stuff like that. But man, Dad hated guns after that because Bill really got his eyes
I know,
shot
and
out.
he hated motorcycles too.
He really hated
It's
motorcycles.
ironic that he would hate dangerous things when he was really the dangerous thing.
Yeah,
Well-
but he didn't think he was.
No.
We never think we're the bad guy. It's like war. We're the good guys. They're the bad guys. But over in their town, they're the good guys. We're the bad guys. So, you know, all is fair in war.
All fair is love and war.
And bad guys on the other side, whichever one that is. And he goes, I never told you this.
No, you didn't. Let me tell me.
And so we're there, and we never talked to my dad. Or he never talked. So, and neither did we, consequently, growing up, because no news was good news, and
Man, really.
if you didn't know anything, you wouldn't
You
get
didn't wanna
pro
get
with
involved.
information. But no, we're down in Mexico, and that night he says, John, and he's across the room. It's the dark, pitch black, and I'm laying across the room, and I'm ready for him.
Yeah.
He goes, John, he says, what's with you guys? What's with this wall? I said, oh, the wall you built? And I said, and another thing, I said, and you always tell us you knew us better than we knew ourselves. I said, he knew nothing.
Because, you know, I had a lot of talks with him, man, and he always would do that whole fucking denial thing, man.
You tried to get him to talk?
Oh, I used to sit there and go, Dad, you were out of control. Because I wasn't out of control. And I go, you know what? You were so out of control. And he never copped to it. Even with me, he never really copped to it. But Mom was just punkier than any of us ever were. So, me and her went around and around. And
She was the chief wise ass of the family.
She was the wise ass, man. She could push buttons like nobody could push buttons. Oh, well.
Oh, she was a wise ass around us, but she was a wise ass. She took her blows.
She took her blows, man.
Took her blows.
And I remember looking at her during
We'd sit in a room and go, I hope he leaves.
Yeah,
I hope
yeah.
they get
Hey,
divorced.
me and Bob used to sit there,
please,
and
God,
we used
take him
to
away.
we used to pray at the table when Mom and Dad would go out, and we'd pray the whole time they were gone that they would never return. I mean, we were good Catholic kids, so we thought these prayers were going right to the man. Shut this cat down.
And Artie is one of the loves of our life. We came of age, I believe, with our business. We came of age with the music business. The 60s was the birth and the emergence of all of it. And we held our own because of this guy right here. We held our own in the candy field for a while. Okay, so at the age of 23,
Okay.
you decide that you know better than the record company.
Well, I did. Well, first of all, just the principle that this is my act. I'm on the decision-making board at Mercury, and while I was out of town, they had a meeting, and dropped you.
But right at the beginning of this time period right here, we're without a label, we're without a song, but we have you.
Right, and somehow I got it together to get you the house in Newport.
You were part of that.
Yeah, of course I was part of that.
Of course he was part of that.
Yeah.
So you helped Dad get that big, giant house?
Yeah, I did. The kids were rehearsing, and
we're looking.
I'm just saying, Dubuff, we got to write the song that is right to make this group happen. They have all the ingredients. We got to make the kids happen. It was the kids. We got to make the kids happen. And
so you sat down and wrote a song specifically with us in mind?
Yeah. Actually, the Rain in the Park, the real story behind it, no one really knows but me anyway, what the lyrics really say.
The best part about hitchhiking is you can bullshit everybody. I hitchhiked once to Houston to see a daughter out of wedlock being born. I hitchhiked to Bean Pass to see my daddy come off a chopper. And we took, after he picked me up and threw me around, we took the car to New Orleans where he was staying with his sailor buddies. And he said, but first we've got to get over the border in Texas because it's a dry state. And then we bought a case of beer and went to New Orleans. That was my first time in New Orleans. Now you were in New Orleans. You remember that? When was that? You were a Vietnam vet.
Where are we, Barry?
Taiwi, bomb.
Oh, so it was 68, Tet Offensive. It was ass kicking. And Bud has gone around and told every single one of these guys, and Barry insisted I told him, and maybe I did, just maybe I did, that Bud made sure to let everybody know that Dick had a desk job and he was doing fine. That's a crock of shit. Dick was in the middle of the thick.
I'm not bored. No.
You have to be...
No, my thing is all the houses.
Indianapolis. Yeah, you go. I'm going. Oh, they're playing football on the yard. It's like we used to. It's a dog. Is that the police?
So here we used to rehearse upstairs toward the left.
Hey,
Yeah, but didn't that guy slash our tires
Ian,
one night or something? The father one?
We used to have a guy named Jills that used to live here. He was OCS, and all of a sudden we went to the mailbox one day and we saw his Playboys. We never saw one before, and we stole them.
That's how they ended up in the
Every
treehouse.
month we kept stealing.
Wherever we want.
Really?
Come on, everybody.
We just had the lawn. We used to dig off. Paul, remember we used to dig holes and putt? Yeah, that's the house. See, man, you could see the storms come in easy. I like this place. We swam here all the time and fished and did everything. It looks exactly the same.
We used to come down here and spend all day on here hiding, playing army on these rocks.
So we used to do the...
Smell right now. Right now, you haven't changed.
I know. Hey, baby.
A great place for a kid to grow up.